Dear colleagues and friends, Green Cross started focusing on various aspects of the water crisis, almost from its outset. The Earth Summit had just taken place in Rio de Janeiro, but the outcome document did not contain a mention or a clear chapter on water. We knew that the challenges were immense in terms of access to water. We knew that billions of people did not drink a safe water every day, and that thousands of children were dying of diarrhea every year. We knew that the challenges were immense in terms of water resources management, and that we had to address that if we wanted to be able to answer the water demand, a rising water demand, while preserving our environment and the watersheds. The UN Food and Agriculture Organization reminds us that by 2025, 2/3 of the population will live in a country that suffers from hydric stress, that is, where demand will exceed supply, fresh water supply. One can imagine the security impact this will have, the environmental security problems, the economic development issues, the political stability. We can anticipate that tensions will rise. Then you also have the humanitarian or the developmental situation. Today, we know that about 800 million people still lack access to safe drinking water, and 2.5 billion to sanitation, to mere access to basic latrine. This situation, some experts say, is understated, that there are approximately 3 billion people who actually do not have a secured and a permanent access to safe drinking water. So the developmental situation is still really alarming, and we must continue to also focus on the situation of children. Our organization has a rare profile with our worldwide known and committed and respected founding president, who has steered and been committed to our advocacy with our international programs, with our network of national organizations who have been addressing the most relevant issues in their countries. We've played a key role on all of the issues we have worked on. We catalyzed efforts and mobilized others at a time when few organizations were working on issues such as the right to water and sanitation and transboundary waters. We were members, and we still are members, of the most pertinent organizations, networks, and platforms, and therefore we were able to put those issues on the agenda. I could mention the Water Treaty, whereby we worked with international lawyers, with water experts, and drafted the first global framework convention on water. We engage with governments and of a citizens' initiative, because the Water Treaty was open to signature on the website, and hundreds of thousands of citizens urge their governments to commit to such an initiative. We also published key publications, and I will mention the one on transboundary water management and the role of civil society, which was really important, and that was before 2000. We followed up on this with advocacy campaigns and with on-the-ground projects, access to water and sanitation, the promotion of hygiene and of environmental education. We also build sanitation facilities, latrines in schools, and that has, of course, a great impact on health, but also on school enrollment. The absence, the lacking of sanitation facility is one of the clearest explanation of why girls don't go to school in developing countries. We have been successful. Today, we have unfolded about 70 projects in West Africa, in China. We're working in Ukraine right now, and also in Argentina. We've been providing, in just about 3 years, access to water to 70,000 people. We've been happy to benefit from the support of important partners such as Giorgio Armani, Purology, Tiger, and the Alstom Foundation. Of course, I will mention the campaigns that several Green Cross national organizations unfolded in their countries to promote the UN Water Courses Convention. This convention that we started promoting, calling governments to ratify it in 2006. In terms of transboundary basins, about 40% of them have some sort of agreement. The rest do not. And out of the 40% of those who actually benefit some sort of cooperation between the riparian states, 80% of them are actually subject to an obsolete or an incomplete agreement, which will not help the riparian states in addressing the challenges that we're facing today: climate change, pollution, overexploitation of those basins. So there is a lot to do, and Green Cross has a lot of experience in this. We've been working in Argentina, in the La Plata Basin. We've been working in West Africa, in the Volta Basin, and we have to continue. And we are at crossroads in our work. We're legitimate, we have achieved a lot, people are expecting us to continue. So this is an invitation and a call to our network to continue to be mobilized around those issues and to work all together.
Here in the occupied Palestinian territory, we have worked with the Green Cross in different areas in Gaza as well as in the West Bank. We work on protection of groundwater, transboundary groundwater that we share, Palestinian and Israelis. We also work in Gaza, the place that suffer from water deterioration and water quality and water shortage. With the Green Cross, we work heavily in certain program in terms of better management of water resources and the protection of groundwater. Here in the Middle East, we're sharing the Jordan River Basin, we're sharing the groundwater aquifer, and there is conflict, the Middle East conflict that reflect on all. Green Cross, when intervene here, they try to put that water should not be a matter of conflict. Water should be a matter of cooperation.